And hello, divine creations, divine marvels, children of God. I just wanted to say hello. I've not been, for a while, I was making videos almost every day. Just haven't been feeling that right now. Partially been in some regulation, partially in some exploration of what um, partially in some exploration of how to do this, how to share Bruno's teachings, to create community, to not create community. And a lot of this comes down to my reflections on what's the difference between spirituality and religion. And I for me, the simplest definition is religion will always say you need something outside of you. A book, a preacher, a group, a particular denomination. Um, and so I don't want to turn this into that. Not that I would turn it into a religion, but that uh, dynamic of like, oh, I need the group, or oh, I need Arthur. Which, by the way, Arthur's my legal name. I haven't introduced myself, or Truth is my spiritual name. Some of you know me as Seth. I've been through many names, but regardless, that's another story. But Arthur's my legal name. Truth is my spiritual name, and I'll answer to any of the other different names I've used. Um, da 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 da. But like, uh, don't want to create this sense of like, oh, I need the group, or oh, I need Arthur's help, or and I'm happy to help people on this path, but this path ultimately is about connection to God, yes, with help from Bruno or help from Christ. And yes, there's a way in which we can support each other, but how can we support each other that doesn't invoke that or create that dynamic of like, oh, I need something outside of myself. I need the group. I need Arthur's help. I need da 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 da. Now it's okay to need support from time to time. I do. I'm a human being. I'm not a master. And so I'm really just seeking guidance on what's the way to do that. And I've just just to be completely blunt about it, I've just heard some of the most heartbreaking distortions of Bruno Groening's teachings on this very topic of like, oh, the group is the power source, or you must be part of the group, or you know, just sometimes just straight up manipulative things people will say to try and get people to participate in the group. And then very quickly that evolves into following the leader or the group and not following God. So these are um, you know, Bruno didn't leave an instruction manual for how to share his teachings. Of course, the Bruno Groening Circle of Friends, the organization founded by Greta Hauser, they have their model. I could just replicate that, but that doesn't feel right to me to do that. So I'm kind of just seeking my way with God and Bruno's help, um, and I know I will find it, and am finding it. And um, it's a very perilous thing teaching spiritual things. All we have to do is look at the history of Christianity and, or the history of Islam. And I have profound respect for the fundamental teachings that Jesus was trying to communicate, and that my understanding of what Muhammad was trying to communicate. And holy mackerel, um, things can get out of control very quickly, and not just out of control, straight up violent, sometimes physically and sometimes emotionally, violent and cultish, and, um, so not that any of this has happened here on this channel, but see, the thing is, when I was first introduced to Bruno Groening, I just thought, "Oh, I tune in, I give away my illness, I go to community hour, and everything will be fine." The thing is that's kind of the same sort of religious, energy. This is a path. This is a path of following God. There's ups and downs and twists and turns and learnings and discoveries and challenges, and, uh, it's the as I'm talking, like, doesn't that sound like life, right? So, and we as human beings, we just, uh, or I, and I think most human beings, we just turn things into systems, which then squeeze the life out of it. So, I'm here. I'm thinking of all of you. I hold this channel and everyone in my prayers. I've also just been through some uh, very intense regulation, and that's what's going on in my world. Gonna leave comments open on this. Please share your own thoughts and feelings. And that's the other thing is I'm exploring like how can this be more interactive and more not just me. Um, yes, I love making videos and leading groups and meetings, and it's one of my passions. And that's not it's that's the thing. I think sometimes it takes me a moment. This is not about creating a group and having a bunch of followers. This is about sharing Bruno's Groening teaching, empowering people to be their own healers, and for them empowering them to go out and share. I think maybe that's the final definition of religion is sometimes subtly and sometimes not so subtly. It's like, "No, you can't go out and share this. You have to follow us or me." That's completely wrong, completely the opposite of what Bruno Groening shared and his vision for this work. His vision for this work was people, um, coming to knowledge of the truth in themselves, coming to knowledge of how to heal their own bodies, coming to knowledge of how to free themselves from evil, and then going and sharing that with other people. And groups can groups and organization can facilitate that, and they can kill it. They can kill that. The word that comes is entrepreneurial, but it's not they can kill that, um, grassroots. Like, well, I don't think Bruno really had any interest in founding organizations. I think he was interested in a grassroot, um, spreading of his teachings. And, you know, groups were maybe plan B. Plan A was to have a healing center with doctors. That didn't work. Um, And so he fell back on plan B, which was to do small meetings, and along the way, some organizations were founded. So that's what I'm about, is my own empowerment and other people's empowerment, and not and when I not just empowerment for their own healing, but empowerment to go out and share this. And uh, I'm seeking guidance. Hey, Sean. Ah, wow. Oh my God, tears. Thank you so much. That means the world to me. Thank you. Wow, wow, wow. It's comments like that Sean wrote, "You introduced me to Bruno's teachings. You explain and share wonderfully. Keep up the great mission." So good. So I'm good at introducing. I'm good at explaining. Now I wanna light other people's fire so that they can pass this along, so that they can share and explain. Ah, Sean. Oh, it's comments like that that fire me up. Okay, okay. So I'm just gonna keep doing what I'm gonna do, and I'm gonna start meditating and praying on um, how to light other people's fire. Because you just lit my fire. And see, that's the thing is we are human beings. We are communal beings. We're relational beings. But and so I'm looking for how can we use that, not use that, but how can that not, how can that not then turn into a religion? Religious dynamics. So, yeah, I love that people come to this channel. I love that people draw warmth from my fire. And then I also want that's my passion is at, like I said, what my passion is. Thank you so much, everyone, for taking the time to listen. I'm going to leave comments open. Sean, you made my day. Thank you. Let's take a moment. Hmm. Beloved Maker, our dear, dear friend Bruno, our dear friend Christ, please shower us. Please, Bruno, please, Christ, shower us with the grace, healing, mercy, love, presence of God. Please shower everyone who watches this video, everyone who comes by this channel. Please, Lord, please, Bruno, guide me. Continue to guide. Help me to hear your guidance. How I can support people in becoming free from evil. And of course, in my own journey of becoming more and more free. And to light other people's, my fire was lit. Please help me to light other people's fire, to share all this. Thank you so much. Thank you, Sean. I wish everyone a beautiful, beautiful day. Take care.